What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be checking out The Dungeon Beneath. It's kind of an interesting little strategic RPG that sort of auto-battles, but you have control of the placement of your units. And there is some forethought going into this one. Like, you really do need to think about the special abilities and things that everything on the battlefield have if you want to resolve the fight in a way that doesn't end up with you in a gutter. So anyways, let's start the game on off. We'll see if this is something you wanted to add to your collection. If after watching this you wanted to do that, I'll have a link for you down below alongside all of my social links and all of that fun stuff for like Discord and Twitter. Let's go. So we get to select our hero. We have Mariana and Jack. Let's see here. Summons Jack. I assume Jack is probably like a wolf or something, given the fact that this guy has sort of a druidy look to him. He's got 2 attack. He's got the Arbiter's Cloak, which means that all elves in the party will gain +3 speed. And he's got 6 HP. This character over here is a wizard, or an astronomer, it looks like. So she's got 1 attack. Her special ability is that all allied beasts will gain +1 health. So that's things like birds and wolves and things of that nature. Let's try this guy out. I want to see who this Jack fella is. I want to see if he's somebody that I would add to my squad. Here for Abaddon, huh? It's a pretty terrible fate. Well, no turning back now. Alright, so down into the dungeon we go. We've started out with an archer, 2 little cultist-type fighters in the front that just have like a little shiv knife. Looks like the first room didn't have anything for us, and then our hero in the back lane over here. To the next dungeon. Alright, so the Harbinger. This guy summons bone piles. Apparently this guy is Jack, and Jack only has 1 HP, so we kind of got to keep Jack safe. The basic way that this works: you attack whoever's in your lane. If there's nobody in your lane, you attack the enemy hero in the back lane. You can only adjust your position at the beginning of battle. If you choose to do it in between rounds, after battle has already commenced, the one that you moved becomes exhausted and cannot act during that turn. So you're effectively giving up a free hit. So you really kind of want to think about this stuff and make sure it goes down the way you want it to. I'm going to say that we should keep Jack in that center lane right there. And let's get going. I think we've got a lot of damage that we're going to be dealing on the first turn. So out goes the arrow for 3 damage. Jack is in for 1 damage right there. We've got 1 damage going out to the bone pile, which has now been destroyed. And then, of course, on the bottom lane, we've done the same thing. He's going to fire a magical fart bubble at the enemy and wipe him out with 1 hit. We managed to OTK the enemy on that one. That was better than last time when I was testing the game out. So down he goes. He's going to drop some coins. We're going to throw those into our inventory. The coins are important because when we get to campfires, like the next room, we're going to be able to buy new heroes. We can buy and sell our heroes to get kind of a better loadout that suits the abilities that our hero has. So, for example, this guy had, what was that thing? He has the Arbiter's Cloak. So, like, it behooves us to go ahead and pick up as many elves as we can, since that's going to give us first strike on every single turn. With +3 speed, we should be acting on the first turn pretty much every single time. Alright, so here you will find we have the Armor Smith. Give another ally in his lane +2 armor. Not bad, actually. That's pretty good, considering this guy is uber squishy. We have a Divine Protector. Give an allied mage a shield. We don't have any mages right now. We just have a couple guys in hoodies, which a hoodie does not a wizard make. We have a Cleric of the Path. Restore 1 health to a damaged non-heroic ally. I'm going to take him real fast, and then we'll go on into our next fight. If we wanted to, we can get rid of some of the generics that we have in our party, but we're not even full up yet, so I figure we'll fill out our lines first, and then we'll worry about other things. 1 attack for every skeleton summoned, so we basically got the same guy that we had last time. I'm going to say keeping people all mid. Well, maybe not all mid. Maybe we'll split it up a little bit. This sounds alright. We'll break our way through the barrel on like 1 turn down here. We should be able to break up these bone piles, which means that instead of him making a skeleton, he'll actually reassemble the bone pile instead. So that's actually good. We're sort of like, oh, he does have an attack. That's good to know. I didn't know if he was going to have an attack that he would throw out there if there was nobody that he could heal. On the next turn, though, we should have some luck with that. Luckily, his bone reassembly... Oh, never mind. I was wrong. Alright, well, let's just go for it. We got to get some damage out here. So he's going to fire his arrow, destroy that bone pile. He's going to smack that enemy right there. That enemy is going to smack him back. He's going to heal a random ally. So we lost a little bit of damage here. But that's okay, because on the next turn, I don't think he's going to be able to summon anything anyways. So there's a heal going out to our archer, and on our first turn, we've dealt a respectable amount of damage. I would have liked to have gotten this resolved a little bit faster, but it just did not go like that. I would like for you to be out of the way, but there's nowhere to really move you right now. I'll put you right there. I mean, it was probably a little bit risky moving somebody right now. As you can see, they're exhausted, so they're going to bypass their attack. They're just going to sit around on their hands and just be like, man, I don't feel like doing the labors of adventure right now. However, it does give me an opportunity to heal him up and maybe get him back into a more suitable position. And then on the next turn, we should be able to finish this guy off. We have no poison or anything else on him, but all the other lanes are clear, which means all these attacks on these side flanks are going to be going straight to the center back lane. I find that this is a game that really pretty easily pre-describes itself to kind of like esports commentary. All right. So everybody has lived. We got 3 gold coins. We got a potion of experience. I'm going to put the potion of experience on the healer. You know how it goes when you play MMOs. Healers and tanks always get the loot first. All right, so we've got a shield. That's not bad. I'll give it to... Oh, mage only. I don't really have mages. I have this guy right here, so I guess I'll throw it on him. I don't know if Mariana is a mage. Probably not. Where does it say, like, mage on here? Oh, it says it on their little card right there. So, yeah, technically, I would assume that guy is called a hero if we have itemization for him. We got a baller necklace, though, so that's pretty cool. Spoiler alert, it's not a real sapphire. It's glass in the middle. All right, so he's out front. He's only got 1 HP, though. Let's put him back out in the front. Let's put you out in the front since you have a shield. Yeah, we'll be okay. I think this is a pretty good layout. I'm not upset about it. What does he do? I probably should have checked what he does before we moved forward. We do have a bit of wasted damage on the center lane, which I find to be kind of a massive bummer. But since everybody is attacking first, oh, he's out of position. He has to be in the back. Aw. Alright, well, that's a bummerooski. The shield item is not going to do him a whole lot of favors then, unfortunately, since he's in the back. I mean, I am glad to see that the shield does persist for the remainder of the fight. So that's really, really nice. But aside... Ow, dude, a fireball! No! Oh, don't like that at all. That's a problem. I'm going to leave everybody where they're at. Okay, well, we lost a hero there, but he comes back on the next fight. So the game is not tremendously punishing. As long as you push your way through and you're, like, too dumb to quit like me, you'll be fine. We got a bunch of gold right there, so we should be able to buy some pretty cool characters after this. We got another campfire. I'm going to see if I can get rid of a couple of these generics so that our strategy is a little bit more coherent. We have a Mage of the Sun. Gains double the amount of power. Backline only. We have this guy right here who summons 2 doves after the first round. The doves don't deal any damage, but they do have 1 HP, which means they can act as a pretty decent buffer. We also have a beast archer over here, Aguatilis. Okay, when an ally dies, gain 2 power. I'm going to tell you what we're going to do here. We're going to get rid of you. We're going to get rid of you. And then what's going to happen is we're going to put you right here, and we're going to put you right here. And so long as he can survive the first round, 2 doves will come in right here. The doves will get killed, and that'll juice him up and give him, like, +4 to attack, which means he's going to drop, like, a big bomb +5 on somebody when it goes through. I have a plan here. I have strategery taking place. Flit, fetter bite. Every time you hit him, he gains 2 power. That's really, really bad. That's, like, super bad. Of all the things that are bad, that's probably the most bad. Oh, they're on spikes. That is also a terrible thing to behold. Nope, I don't like that at all. So there's spikes on the floor underneath both of these guys. Unfortunately, with a full party, we don't really have a place to move anybody. So I'm going to leave them where they're at, and I'm going to hope that their shield absorbs all of the issues that are going to come up as we battle with these guys. A little bit of damage out right there. A little bit of a smack happening. Probably should have moved him back and had the druid in the front. We don't even have a place for the doves to go right now. So I've got a suspicion that we're not going to be using any of these characters to their maximal proclivities. Yeah, I don't love the amount of power that just went off right there. Pretty good chance we're going to lose somebody here. Oh, they're moving around to protect the leader. Okay. I like the music. The soundtrack is really, really cool. One observational thing. Oh, we killed him. Nice. If you kill the enemy's hero, you automatically win. And so all his other guys instantaneously explode and die. It's sort of this game's version of the enemy's gate is down. Now, we've got that right there. Let's go ahead and level him up. What happens to him when he levels? Oh, nice. He gets like a little symbol on his hat, and he gets like a cooler cane that looks like it comes from the Koopa Kingdom. I'm about it. Yep, let's continue. So he's got a little bit more damage going on out. He's got 3 right there, 6. Who's got good HP? I was going to say, I need somebody to protect him. We got another room as well. So let's see what magical object we pick up to help us out with our fanciful quest. We've got the Clippy's Blessing. It gives us another shield. I guess I can give him 2 of them. He can have 2 shields, although he can't be out of position. Like, he needs to be where he's at, unfortunately. Otherwise, he can't do anything. So, he's got double shield right now. I don't know if it stacks. We're going to find out the hard way, I guess. My metagame knowledge for this title is not super great. I love the soundtrack, so what I was saying is that what would have been cool with the soundtrack is because it's got such a throbbing sort of synthwave thing going on, it would have been really, really rad if the characters, their little animation, and all the animations of the torches, if it bobbed to the music. It would have almost like a Curse of the Necrodancer feel to it, and I actually feel like that's a really, really good idea. What's going to happen from them ending right here? That unit cannot move. I don't really care about that altogether that much, so I can live with it. We've got one guy who's a mook out front right here. We're supposed to be protecting him. Spoiler alert, I'm not going to protect him. Oh, he gets plus damage for the bone piles that are not actively alive. Okay. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but you know what? Let's not argue about it. He's going to one-shot the hell out of the hero, by the way. So I guess killing bone piles... Yeah, killing bone piles is going to make it such that he gains power. I sort of feel like things that are not actually creatures, like debris in the field, probably shouldn't count as giving him his +1 to power. But that's going to be one of those times when you're playing like Magic the Gathering and you argue over like the meaning of an ability, and nobody wins, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to take it on the chin. I'm not going to be a sore loser. I'm just going to accept it like, hey, it happens. What does that door go to? Is he like a boss? He's got a red outline, so he's got to be like a boss, right? He has to be. There's no way he's not a boss. Let's go ahead and buff up one of these archers right here. Yeah, let's do it, man. What's the worst that can happen? Oh, he's a vendor. Take a look. Buy a thing. Okay. All right, so we can restore 1 health at the end of a round. That's not too bad, especially since we're considering this guy needs to tank effectively for the middle lane. Kind of a bummer for him, but like the way things go. We can summon a Blood Wisp. I have no idea what a Blood Wisp does. I know what it's made of just from the name, but like, who knows? Does he have an extra slot? Do I need to, like, level up in order to get access to that slot? I do. Okay, so he's got to be the next level up. We have the Wanderer's Cloak. I'm going to give that to him. That's going to give him +2 health. He's caught in the disadvantageous situation of having to, like, tank when I don't want him to. And so, like, that's life. We'll give him that, too. And we'll just kind of see what the hell a Blood Wisp is. All right. Summon a Goblin Archer at the end of the round. Sounds okay to me. Dude, I think we got this covered. I feel like our lane assembly is pretty good right now. I don't think I need to move things around too much. I'm pretty happy with the way this is playing. So we've already got a damage out right there. I love the animated health bar. That definitely makes it feel as though this battle is something special. You always want something visually to represent that a battle is special to the player. Like, this is not your normal fight. And I do think like little things like adding a health bar for the boss, very, very smart decision just to sort of set this apart as like a big battle. We've got tanks up front, so we don't really need to worry about taking damage right now. He's what is that? A commanding orb that cannot be targeted? Okay. I don't know if that's going to be the source of all these goblins that are flying around, but I suppose we'll figure that out long term. As you can see, the doves don't really deal any damage, so on the wings of a snow white dove, he cannot spill your blood. Yeah, I would have rather you healed the archer, but okay. Not too bad, and that death is going to power him up too, so he's going to be hitting pretty hard on this turn. I think he should be able to slug a bitch pretty good here. I'm going to leave it up and running, man. I think we've got the kill with our first archer's shots. Yeah, there we go. We got the kill. So we made it through the first boss. Like I said, I do like this game. I like the idea of this game. When I first started playing it, I was kind of like lukewarm about it, and I was like, okay, well, it seems kind of hands-off. Like, it's really going to need some sort of mechanic to draw the player in and make you feel like ultimately you do have a level of control. And I do think that them giving you some positions, I do think that having 3 rows and having 6 heroes would have worked out a little bit better and gave you a little bit more, like, oomph and a little bit more bang for your buck in deciding, like, loadouts and things like that. But, I mean, that's sort of one of those things, restores 4 health. Yeah, he's at max health. How is that helpful? We'll give 2 XP to the archer real fast. We'll take him up to the big leagues. So the archer, whenever an ally is summoned, he gains 2 power. And his speed has not increased. It's still the same. However, he is getting a speed boost from this little talisman thing that we have up top. But 1 more HP is nice. I'll definitely take that. What's inside of here? An artifact. So all allied humans gain a health. Items cost 1 less gold, or enemies take 1 damage from poison. I think the only choice right now is that one. We have a couple of humans in the party, so that extra HP will more than likely help them out a little bit. That's a sack of 8 gold right there. Yeah, I thought the health potion was something we could maybe store for later and then throw on them when we needed it, but I guess not. Let's carry on. All right, so we're in the underneath right now. I do like the minor changes in the way that the tiles look. Potions. Potions for the weary traveler. Well, I'm pretty weary right now. I've been pounded on by goblins. I've been getting, like, skeletal foots put all up in my cheeky cracks, dude. It's been, like, bad. Oh, we get 3 XP. That's an instant level up for one of our guys. I'm gonna do it. I want this man to be, like, maxed out. Like, I got a good feeling about this healer. Yeah, now he restores 2 health. So he's now a level 3 human mate. Oh, 3 of our guys got a benefit from being human there. I feel like we've got a really good build, and I think that's what the game kind of excels at, is that you have this idea based on the first couple building blocks that they give you, and then as you get to the campfires, you try to round that idea out the best you can in order to carry yourself deeper down into the dungeon. The game is a roguelite as well, and so when you die, you do fill up an XP meter that unlocks new types of heroes and new items and stuff like that, so it does seem to have some replay value, and in fact, I'd be lying if I said it doesn't have me intrigued. Let's see here. We've got Agent Fang. I'm going to leave it just like it is, dude. I feel really, really good about this layout. I sincerely do. Like, I feel like this layout is pretty powerful. Like, this little pronged thing that we have going on just really seems to be carrying us right now. We put this guy in the front so that he gets summoned, gives somebody plus attack, then he dies, which gives another person plus attack. Like, it just works out really, really good for us in the long term. A little bit of damage out right there. We are dealing with enemies that have a tiny bit more damage output right now. Yeah, that poison's going to be a problem. That poison is indeed going to be a problem. However, with the amount of power that we just stacked on this guy, pretty sure he's going to one-shot the boss on the first turn. Boom. Done. Dude, I think we've got a really good build going. Like, we're kind of forcing the enemy's hand into a really, really unfortunate situation where both by the summoning and the killing of our summons, we're getting stronger turn by turn. We got some energy going out right here. I'm going to focus on... Let's get him up to par. Let's bring this guy up to the next level so that he gets an extra trinket slot, just in case we come across any artifacts or items that are specifically for archers and or beastmen. We do have some new layouts here. Give another ally in this lane plus 2 power. That could be pretty good, but it would force us to mix things up in a way that I'm not sure that I want to. We have an enchanter over here who's a gnomish fighter. All allied mages will get +1, deal 1 damage to the closest enemy in this lane, but he can only attack from the back. I feel like we're okay right now. I feel like we should really carry this group and just power them up the best that we can. Has +1 attack for every ally. Yeah, no kidding. Alright, depending on how hard these guys hit, we may lose some of these cats. Let's see what we can get done here. We got to kill these things off. Like, this is the principal thing in this fight is that we need to kill off the allies, which will lower his attack power. 1 damage out right there. That's okay. That works out all right. Okay, we got some death lasers going out. But I think these guys should go down on the next turn. Big hit right there. Okay, so we got one more turn to play around with. But summons are out, which means we're going to be hitting pretty hard. They've swapped things around, which I'm okay with. However, since these guys, they attack the front. Never mind, the little ones were the ones that attacked randomly. Oof. Okay. Not super happy about this. Okay. Best bet for right now is hoping... Oh, man, it's not going to work. Who attacks second? He attacks first. Bring him down here. I need him to attack first. This thing's going to split into like a million more eyeballs if I don't do it this way. And honestly, I need that damage to go out. Like, I really need that 5 to be a hit right there. There goes his shield. It looks like the shield indeed does not stack. So it's kind of wasted on him. I could have put it on the other mage. Yeah, now we got problems. This might actually be the end. How hard does he hit? He hits for 5. He can survive one turn where he's at. I wasn't expecting the big jumbles of eyeballs to split. Like, in retrospect, it seems fairly obvious, but I didn't expect it. Yeah, spread that damage around. Okay, that's fine. Lower his attack. There you go. Less minions he has, the better. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, he should be pretty nerfed right now. I was going to say, he shouldn't have a whole lot of fuel left in the tank now that we've killed off all of his minions. Dude, this game's soundtrack has my head bobbing right now. It's only got like the one track, but it's a banger of a synthwave track, dude. I haven't talked about this a whole lot on the channel, but I'm a big synthwave fan. Like, I love it. Ever since I saw Dawn of the Dead, the original 1981 one, I've loved sort of like synthwave and those old kind of like 808 beats and stuff. We made it through. You know. Oh, he can't get XP because he died. Oh, that's a bummerowski. Okay, we'll throw it on somebody else then. I'm going to suggest we go to the vendor because, like, the campfire, I'm not going to pick anybody up anyways because I feel confident about our strategy. So I'd rather just buy things. So what does this do? A necrotic ring. So it gives you more damage but makes you weaker in health. The adept staff will give you +1 damage. He doesn't have his second slot unlocked, though. He has a slot unlocked, so we can continue making him stronger. We can get 1 health and 1 speed on some... Oh, your hero doesn't regenerate in between battles. I was unaware of that. Yeah, dude, let's just keep stacking our strategy, all in making our cleric just the unimpeachable god of this fight. Follow up, restore 2 health to a damaged ally. Okay. How fast are these guys? Pretty fast. They don't outspeed my archers, but they are pretty quick, and they do hit pretty hard. Oh, we got another lost adventurer, dude. I didn't even see him. Well, now I feel like a dummy. There you go. Get him nice and healed up. Not quite enough damage yet to say that we've made real progress. Okay. Fair enough. What are you hitting for? 3? That's fine. He can take 1 more hit. We'll swap him out when we need to. I am going to try and get the bonus here, though. Alright, so 1 ally down. He takes the 3, but he's alright. There's another killed ally. He's going to fire and one-shot him. He's going to put out a little bit of smoke right there. He's going to heal the wrong guy, which sort of seals our fate. What's going to happen here now is I'm going to have to swap those 2 on the next turn. But we should have a dead boss on the next turn, so I think we'll be okay. So you swap over to there. That's fine. He's got a shield, so we don't have anything to worry about on that lane. damage and then big damage coming from right here, as far as I know. Or maybe not. But we still got it. The arithmetic still adds up. So there you go. We've defeated another one. This is called the Dungeon Beneath. I hope you guys liked it. I'm actually sort of enamored with this game. Like, I think it's actually a pretty good game. It's a game that does end up being sort of more than the sum of its parts. Where, like, I saw it, and it used kind of this tile set that's been used in so many other games. And like, I was like, okay, well, they're using a tile set that's been used in a lot of other games. Like, that usually means it's going to be a little bit low budget. It's probably going to have some rough edges. But actually, this is one of those cases where I think the developer did a really good idea. Like, he did a really good job with the core idea that the game is going for. The builds require a bit of thought. There is progression, and there is unlocks. The enemy challenges and the enemy lanes do provide you with kind of a head-scratcher every now and again where you're like, all right, you're trying to do arithmetic in your head and figure out what's going to happen. I think it's a great game. I really sincerely do. I've had a lot of fun with it. So anyways, I'll see y'all later. If you want to get the game, look down below. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so you don't have to. Today up on the chopping block was the Dungeon Beneath. Tomorrow it'll be something else. Don't hesitate to leave a like on the video and check out my Discord channel if you're a fan of the content, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody.